In a land of wonder and an age of heroics, a broken pact and a fractured power leads to a crumbling world. As their realities tear at the seams, a brave band of adventurers attempt to mend what has been torn. Will they succeed in time, or will they lose all that they hold dear? Join us to find out on The Shattered Compass.
Hey everyone, I'm Bryce Bebop, and I'm here to tell you about Savage Worlds. Savage Worlds is a super fast and easy game. In fact, the tagline actually is fast, furious, and fun, and it is definitely all three of those. It's really simple. The better you are at a thing, the more faces your die has, ranging from a D4 to a D12. A basic success is 4. So you roll your die, you get a 4, and unless it's contested, you succeed. So you're aware contested is like, if you're trying to be all sneaky and you have a guard who's watching you, then that's going to be contested. It's going to be your sneaky versus his watchy. But Bryce, you say, how can I get above a 4 if I only have a D4? Well, the cool thing about the system is if you roll the highest face on any die, you get to roll it again. And then you add those together. And then you're like, hey Bryce, I have really crappy luck and I don't roll high. It takes me a long time. Well, the system has that in place as well. With these really cool things called bennies, you could re-roll those dice. You could actually do a lot more with bennies too. You can soak some damage. You can regain some of your magical or psionic powers. You can re-roll your damage. You can influence the story in ways. Obviously, your DM has, your storyteller or DM, whatever you end up calling them, has to agree, but you get to mess with the story, which is awesome. And finally, you get to redraw an action card if you'd like. Which brings me to action cards. Instead of rolling for initiative, in this game, you get dealt a card. And those cards range from ace down to 2, with ace being the top. On the rare occasion that you guys get the same number, well then it goes spade, heart, diamond, and finally, clubs. That's reverse alphabetical order, but I always get confused, so I just have to say them out in my head. The alphabet is 26 letters, and picking out 4 is hard, at least hard for me. This is a specialized deck put out by Pinnacle for their Pathfinder setting, which, by the way, we're using the Pathfinder setting, but it's a really good system for whatever setting you want. There's space stuff, there's pirate stuff, the list goes on and on. I'm just not gonna list them all right now. We'll put a link so you guys can go check out their website. You can use any 54 card deck for those action cards. Decks are 52. Where's the... Jokers, that's right. Jokers are awesome. So, not only with a joker do you get to go whenever you want, including interrupting somebody else, but you get a +2 on everything you do, and everybody at your table, with the exception of the storyteller, gets a Benny. That's it. Like, that's Savage Worlds. It's super fast, super fun, and super furious. Furious, like Fast and Furious. If it wasn't fun, it would be about racing. But it's not. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here, and see you in the show.
Hey, you buccos, welcome to freedom. That's right, you've been conscripted into my gang, my pals, my buddies. And you'll get to do everything that you want, well, consensually, because that's how we roll here. So, let me introduce you to a couple of tip tiers. Now, you don't have to spend money if you don't want to, but if you feel like showing us a little bit of love and you want to affect the game, let me tell you how. So first and foremost, you can give us bennies. Bennies are used to re-roll the dice, they're used to grab new initiative cards, and they're used to soak damage. And I know you don't want to see me die. Not yet, anyway. If you would like to buy a Benny for our overlord, Bryce Bebop, the storyteller, you could do that. That would be called a Bryce is Right. Anyway, moving on. We also have an occasionally flowing flask, which to my understanding means like we get a special ability when we drink something out of our flask. So basically, you decide what the liquid in our flask tastes like. Keep it classy. Keep it classy. And then we drink the thing, and we got special abilities, which is pretty cool. Spellcasting. Suddenly, I'm magic. I mean, more magic. We also have elemental influence. You can decide if somebody is more affected by the elements. Say, for instance, yours truly, when they get around the elemental water, they wind up, a little bit on the tipsy side, So you can make them go further into that or further away from it at your will and behest. A stitch in time. Let me tell you a story. No, that truly is what it is. You direct your tips toward a stitch in time, and we will tell you a story from our sordid past. Now, some of us have a more sordid past than others. And then we got a show, don't tell. One of these comes up, and we're all stuck pantomiming our actions for the next 3 rounds. And while everybody else, so we're pantomiming, everybody else on stage is guessing to the best of their ability what we're going to do. And you know what? That's what happens. So you best believe we're on our best mime ability. Spiritual maelstrom. Yeah, I didn't know what it meant either, but I'm going to tell you now. So, we're all affected by these elements, right? Spiritual maelstrom comes up, and all our elements switch around. Whoop! Suddenly, it's chaos, or chaos moves to somebody else. We got your rule of cool. Everybody loves the rule of cool. Rule of cool is enacted, and everybody goes down in reverse order of their initiative, and they say the coolest thing that they can do to end the encounter in that moment. Physics be damned. Penalties be damned. They're just gonna do their thing. And you at home get to vote on whose thing is the coolest. I said whose thing is the cool, you know what I meant. Anyway, so you vote, and then we gotta do it, whether you voted for our thing or not. So we will likely fail spectacularly, but one of us will succeed, and it will be cool. We also got a deck of a lot of things. Not a deck of many things, because some things have been replaced for survivability. But it is a deck of a lot of things. So let's say you direct your tips toward a deck of a lot of things. Somebody pulls their card and all of a sudden they've got really cool diamond teeth and a slight speech impediment. Finally, we have a gift from the Aether. You, my friends, you're the Aether. So if you direct your tips toward the Aether, you get to decide what happens in the next episode. You get to change something fundamental about the story or the world, working in tandem with our storyteller, Bryce Bebop. How cool is that? Maybe it's a flood. Maybe it's a stagecoach. Maybe I get a pet dragon. I don't know. It's up to you. Thank you for joining my little talk. You're all just so cute.
Yeah, it is just flat concrete. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here on the Shattered Compass. If you didn't know, that was a pencil I threw. Also, I'm Bryce Bebop. I'm glad you're here, and I hope to have a fun day. You guys already know, oh look, magical pencil. You guys already know how to play Savage Worlds now. You already know how to donate, which I was waiting for a robot, but, oh, there it is. What?
Thank you, Lumiere, for the $20 for the Bryce is Right. Helen needs a weekly ego check for the tip tiers pre-roll. Also, hope you are all having a glorious day.
We are. Thank you very much, Lumiere. It's always appreciated because I am right. So, if you haven't joined us before, welcome. You could help us make the show better by pledging to our tip tiers. Is it pledging? Is it putting tips in the jar? You know what? Whatever you want to call it, that's what it is, and I appreciate you for being here. Tip or not tip. Just watch it. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your wife. Tell your spouse. Tell whoever. Tell your partner. Tell your dog. I don't know. Maybe dogs like to watch TV. My dogs do. They usually just like to watch birds. Anyway, I'm a little scattered today. So let me introduce. Okay, everyone. Okay. I'd like to introduce you to some people who are joining me. Some of them are new, some of them are returning, and some of them are just plain weird. All. Yeah, all. They're just pretty much weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah,
It's
you
talking
could
about
go
us.
first though, if you want.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mark Thomason, and I play the character of Rurik Rastchild, who comes from the plane of shadow. And I think today I'm influenced by the plane of shadow. So that's the
Oh, I
plane
have
that
no
is,
idea what I'm influenced by.
Water.
Water?
Water.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I like the
Yeah,
water.
That's just
we're
you,
more
man.
ourselves
Great.
today.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Sanders Odie. I'm playing Alana Adrena. She's a mer person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not keying into the background. It's partly because I have flippers that are not with the sparkly gloves because reasons.
Because Adrena took off the gloves.
And you'll notice there's not sparkly up here either.
There's no crown.
No, they're a bit orange. I know. I was painting them last night and drinking a little and watching Grey's Anatomy. So, I mean,
What season, though?
I'm currently in 2 because I'm rewatching it.
Oh, fair,
Yes.
fair.
I just thought the water people's flippers were slightly more orange.
They're just
than the
slightly
rest of
more
their skin.
orange than my skin.
But just, yeah.
They're like a cephalopod, and they could change based on mood as well as background.
Yeah.
So right now,
My hands,
Alana's just a little orange.
a little
That's
orange
fine.
just in my hands. But look,
That's
it
fine.
kind of blends. That's okay. Ish. Anyway.
All right. So, if you haven't joined us before,
Legit.
you can go watch the VODs. I could also give you a quick summary of at least what happened last week. So last week, poor Alana had some. Her naivete was shattered.
Yes.
We got to see the underbelly of the system in which Alana was benefiting from.
Rude awakenings, yeah.
We have met our new friend, Tinker, who appeared to have some sort of orb that was incredibly powerful. It drew everyone's attention for some reason. He
Yes.
said that he knows what they're here for, and he's willing to make a deal.
Which is interesting because I didn't know what we were here for.
Yeah, I
and
just
Halon
thought we were
didn't
meeting.
know what we were here for.
Thought we were meeting with Tinker because he wanted to overthrow the bad government that is my dad, and
That's part of it.
and then we were gonna make big robots with him.
Well, and we're really looking to try and figure out where Jarrett is because we have the compass now, and we have the ship that the compass pilots.
Right, but I still don't know who Jarrett is.
What was your guy's name?
Samson.
Samson. We're assuming he's related in some way to Samson because he did the same thing to us that Samson did to you. Said like, "Hey, we need you to save the universe. Come with me."
Right.
And then I'm leaving.
Right. That's what
And
Samson did.
Then
basically.
Jarrett got kidnapped.
Well, actually, Samson didn't tell me I was going to save the universe. Samson told me to watch the people that had the compass, or find the compass and watch it. He didn't say anything about saving the universe, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah. So we were supposed to find the compass in order to keep the universe from like collapsing and breaking apart and all the planes from crashing into one another.
That's good. We don't want that.
Right. However, Jarrett has been kidnapped by the pirate king that we encountered, or what was left of him.
Not like the pirates that were now on their ship, and where they took us to see Tinker.
Not those pirates. The pirates
Different
back
pirates.
on the prime material plane as opposed to the water plane.
I
Pirates.
came in halfway through. I'm very
pirates
confused.
everywhere.
There's pirates everywhere.
Lots of pirates.
Lots of pirates.
Tinker looks at you, and he looks past you to where you notice Halon just backing away, and he goes, "You appear to be the brains of the outfit.
Me?
You appear to be the brains of the outfit," and he changes his looks over.
All my A's were paid for by my dad, apparently.
And he looks, "Snizik, go get the other one." A couple minutes go by, and Snizik and Greg.
They're the brains of the operation.
Greg is a half sharkman, for those who have not introduced him, and Snizik is a small goblin with little crabs like crawling down his arm.
Oh,
robotic
gross!
crabs.
That one, I don't know. Yeah, it's gross.
And
Like spiders.
they're escorting you to meet the man himself. You've been writing so many union paperworks. You've been summoning them with your animal whistles, and different animals have appeared, but you always just send them out. So like at first it was a parrot, and then it was an eagle, and then aquatic animals started showing up.
Okay.
You didn't question it. You're just like, "Sure, Manta Ray. Here's my note. Go form a union."
Flying mantis.
What's that jellyfish? Ah, you got multiple tentacles. I can attach multiple notes.
So efficient.
So efficient. Boop, boop,
Just don't
boop.
get stung by the jellyfish.
You see a goblin sitting on. Okay. The goblin has no legs.
Oh, okay.
A mechanical chair with a bunch of 4 spider legs on each side.
Hell yeah.
Big, tall spider legs.
Big, tall spider legs, like a spider crab, if you know what those look like.
A Japanese spider crab?
Yup.
Hell yeah.
Terrifying. So
Delicious.
now that you're here, I can see who the brains of the operation is.
Wait, who?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, are you the one that was in the bottom of the boat?
I was, and now I'm not in the bottom of the boat. Guys, we have a union.
Wait,
We finally figured it out.
Wait,
We
wait.
got it.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm
did Halon go?
Alana.
I'm
Are you asking
Patricia.
Tinker?
Patricia, hi.
Hi, this is Miss Amelia, the velociraptor
Hi,
behind me.
hi, Miss Amelia.
Conversation for a
She's
second.
wearing a pirate hat.
Oh, of course. I mean, pirate makes sense. Sure.
Oh, sorry, I'm the pirate queen.
Oh.
Back on the prime material.
What? Oh,
We
Yeah.
replaced the pirate king
Yeah.
with the pirate queen. The pirate king is the one who stole the compass.
Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Yep.
okay.
We got it back.
Not bad guy.
Compass.
Just
Compass.
misguided.
Compass took us here.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Patricia.
Hi.
Halon has gone to do what Halon, I've been told, does best.
Steal stuff?
Infiltrate where they may or not be welcome and get information or assets out.
Steal stuff.
He's holding a large red orb
spy.
that is pulling like at your heart. Like it is, you know it's important.
Okay.
He goes, and he pulls off one of his earrings that is in a spiral that looks incredibly familiar. He goes, as requested, I'm informing you that off-worlders have arrived. Our contract is now done. He pulls up a thing of shears and cuts it in half.
Who was that?
Tinker. Oh,
To Tinker, yeah.
no consequence. He does not matter.
He might to us.
Well,
So wait, some guy just came to Tinker and then cut Tinker's earring, or the guy took?
Tinker pulled it off
Uh-huh.
and spoke into the earring
Oh, spoke into the earring.
and then snipped it in half. And with a magical, like,
Oh.
it dissipated.
So it was like the talking sand,
Yeah.
but in an earring.
Talking sand?
I don't. There was talking sand. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay. Well, that is a long story about who that was. I was approached by a individual, we will say, who offered me great power if I would use that power to upset the balance of the plane.
Seems reasonable.
And since we have been persecuted, trod upon, mistreated, enslaved,
Yes, I know you're looking at me. I get it. And I'm sorry. Again,
upsetting the balance of power was not something I minded doing.
it needs to be done. You're right.
I think we're all in agreement with that. What concerns me is the spiral symbol is something we have seen before, and we are still working on sorting out the powers that be between the planes. Who exactly is working to cause more chaos, and who is trying to keep the planes from ending life as we know it?
Interesting. This was a small goblinoid man by the name of Snapclank.
From your plane?
No, no. He was a wizard of some power. And he came and offered me this orb.
Interesting.
So I'm here to ask you. Oh, I should also mention, he asked me to report if any off-worlders were to journey to our plane.
So them?
Yes. Why, I don't know, but in return for, he holds up the orb, which I had forgotten. Should have just left it here. I knew I should have. He holds up the orb and says, the compass is pointing directly at it. In return for this orb, I would report to him and waylay you, dissuade you from continuing your mission.
Wait, I thought our mission was to do what you want.
That's what I would hope your mission would become.
We're not entirely sure what our larger mission is.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Right now, our larger mission is to find out more information and possibly rescue the person who brought us here in the first place, who's been kidnapped.
Oh, that sounds unfortunate.
It is. However, the compass itself, which is currently in our care, seems to have a mind of its own, and it is very interested in the orb. So one presumes that it will help us in our mission should we collect it and bring it back to the ship once you are done with it.
Well, I was told this is an orb of planar fire. I'm not sure exactly what that means, aside from the fact that it powers the machines with more efficiency than I've ever seen.
Our greater mission, the purpose behind it, is to prevent the 9 planes from collapsing into one another. As such, a planar orb of fire on the water plane may very well be something we need to remove from the water plane.
My guess is he's not going to like that. It's the thing that's giving him the power to overthrow the government that's my family and mean.
Right, well, that's why we wouldn't do that until that
Overthrow the government,
first
then
mission is
take the
completed.
orb?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
think
have
we're
no
on the
use for
same
this
page.
once
You're done
I'm
over.
in control.
Okay.
So I am more than willing to give it to you as long as the powers that are currently in control are no more.
Ooh, is this like payment?
Essentially.
Yes, yes it is, like a trade. All the power of the plane for all the power of this plane.
Huh. I've never actually done that before.
Well, I'm glad to see that you can learn how to do a job. and I will gladly hire you all for this mission.
Hire. I have a job. Wow, that's new.
Is there
Cool.
anyone who is not willing to accept these terms?
I'm good. I'm good.
If she's good, I'm good.
Excellent. He doesn't stand up, but the spider legs extend. Now I can go back over here.
Sorry, spider creeps me out.
I have been constructing larger machines and automatons that would be able to assist.
Right.
And while they can function autonomously,
Right.
it is much better if they're piloted by those who have certain skills.
Oh, I drove that car,
You did.
and then I drove something else. I pushed a button a lot. Oh, I drove the ship.
In the car.
I drove the ship
You said-
and
oh,
the car.
That's true, you did.
There was 2 buttons. They were good.
Good job.
Yeah. I could pilot something. Does it have a button?
There are a few buttons, yes.
Can I push them?
You can.
Would that make it go faster?
Possibly?
Okay.
Depending on the buttons you press.
Okay. I will learn the buttons to do my job.
The reason that you may fit my needs is that these machines being powered by this planar fire seem to have a will of their own, which may require stronger individuals to overpower that will and control them for the good of all, of course.
What kind of will do they seem to exhibit?
Well, let me show you. And he holds up the orb, and there's like a weird heat shimmer and a haze, and it starts to appear like an image,
Oh.
like a mirage almost. And you see these giant eels, and they look mechanical, but they also look kind of biological. It's a weird combination. The only other time you've seen something like that was obsidian. And with that, as he lifts up the orb and it starts exerting a power, you feel an overwhelming rush of spirit.
Whoa.
For the audience, everyone is now afflicted by the fire plane as high as it can be.
Oh boy. Okay. You know that theory that you've heard about the frog being cooked slowly in a pot of water? I'm kind of feeling that one currently. A little bit.
I'm not familiar with this parable.
It's a frog, and you put it in the water, and then you heat the water, and the frog doesn't notice, and then it boils itself to death.
Why wouldn't the frog notice?
Why wouldn't the frog jump out?
The frog jumps out if you put it in the boiling water, but if you turn up the heat slowly, then it doesn't jump out and it boils to death.
Has this been tested?
No. It's just
It's a metaphor. It's a bigger overarching. If you make change happen slowly, people are less likely to notice than if you toss them into it all at once.
I see, certainly.
Interesting. I will have to note that next time I see frogs.
No, see, the frog is people.
Oh,
It's culture.
people are frogs.
I mean,
well,
I'm
In
a
some
mermaid.
places, yeah.
Okay.
In
well,
this metaphor.
So, for everyone at home, they have all been affected and influenced by the fire plane. They are all overdriven by the fire plane. So we're going to go down the list and just let the audience know how that affects you so they can tamp it down if they'd like or just keep it high up.
As I believe has been seen before for Rurik, it is intensifies kind of emotion and action and drive, and we're just going to act instead of thinking.
Okay. Alana.
It hurts and I'm tired.
Okay.
It's like I'm a half-cooked fish.
Okay.
A half-cooked fish.
I like the idea of being exhausted.
Legitimately. It's why, look, she's even turning orange.
Nobody even saw that. It's crazy.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Keen456, for the $20. Go, go, Mecha Pirates. Here's some bennies to celebrate.
Thank you.
Mecha Pirates.
All right.
Patricia.
Um,
Go, Mecha Pirates.
yeah, probably just more amped up and looking around for more opportunities, a little scatterbrained, way more impulsive right now.
Okay. I'm going to get down because what I'm going to do is add these all to the website you guys could look at, and that way you could know for the future of how they'll be affected and you could maybe influence them. Boom. Okay. Is there a problem?
The plane and
The effect
Merrick
of the
kinda-
orb affects us in different ways right now.
Oh. Unfortunate.
Yeah. So the leak in the planes interacting with each other affects some more than others, and the fire's definitely impacting. It's not doing much to you, but it's doing a lot to us.
Well, I am holding it. It does have a mind of its own, but
Might I?
no.
We haven't earned it yet.
Fair enough. I meant only to test.
Oh, yeah.
While I understand that, I have been tricked before.
Certainly.
So I'll hold on to this until our deal is done. And then, in which case, have at it. All yours. The image with the eels is still showing, and you see they're different colored eels, and they're just swimming. They're shooting like laser beams out of their mouths. It's pretty intense.
Fancy.
Well, would you be willing to pilot these mech?
Do I have to be this hot? Can it be cooler?
Unlikely.
I can
They-
still push a button.
They are fueled by the plane or fire, but I'm not sure if being away from the orb would affect you.
Oh, let's try it. I'm in.
Can you teach us what we need to do to operate them?
Yes, in fact, why don't I escort you down to the docks, and we
Certainly.
can all choose what we'll be piloting. And he starts.
Follow.
He starts walking down the alleys, and people see him and cheer. There are like little children running around. Everyone seems dirt poor but happy. There's like the children in rags. They're just like, "Yay, Uncle Tinker!" And then there's people hawking their wares. There's like, "Down with the Adrena!"
Oh, it's a
Multiple-
bad day.
Multiple people yelling about the upper crust, and a lot of people just really happy to see Tinker. And Tinker starts waving at them all. These are our new heroes, everyone.
Hi.
Sharon.
Ooh, there you go.
Hi.
Would you like to say anything?
Hi, I also am hero.
All right. The sword talks.
Down with bad guys.
Down with bad guys, indeed.
Well said, Sword.
Yeah.
These 4, 5, if you count our hidden agent, are here to save us from tyranny.
Yes.
Boo,
Huzzah.
tyranny.
Boo tyranny, in fact, indeed. I'm always like, I see the thing going to happen, and I'm like, I never
You're
know
like
when the robot's
waiting
going to
for the-
pipe up.
I know.
We don't have to acknowledge it until it happens.
We don't. So
Fair enough. Down with tyranny!
It's tyranny.
There's
Up
a...
with unions.
Up with you! Wait.
What's a union?
Yeah.
Nobody
a
ever
long
actually
story.
explained it to me.
It's
Thank you, Merkworky, for the $25. Well, a stitch in time saves 9. I'd like to hear about Patricia gaining Miss Amelia's trust and them coming together as a dynamic duo.
Love it.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
thanks, Merc.
Was that supposed to have a different sound, too?
Dynamic duo?
Dynamic?
Dy-
I like
dyno?
that. I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, thank you.
Dynamic.
All right, well,
Oh Lord.
So
All right.
a union, what's that?
Well, I was about to go into a monologue about a union, but now I got to talk about my Velociraptor.
Okay. Incorporate unions into that.
Sure. Okay. Bet.
Bonus challenge.
Okay. So, a couple years back, I was back on my plane of light. I was in the middle of a research mission out in the wilds, and I came upon a small pack of velociraptors. Their mother had been severely injured by a hunting party. It was organized by the giants that are plaguing my plane right now. And I managed to recover Miss Amelia from that small pack. A couple of my other research associates kind of took their pick of the litter, if you will. There was something about Miss Amelia, we just connected immediately. She didn't bite my finger right off the bat. She waited a day or two. And she just kept coming with me further and further into various forests, various research missions. We just clicked. And I cannot imagine doing any of this stuff without her. Yeah.
That is very sweet. I like that.
She doubled in size in like the first 6 months or something. She shot like a bean.
What do you feed her?
Whatever's left.
Of
But she can hunt for herself very
Oh.
well. I mean, look at these claws.
yeah,
She's good.
that's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I give her scritches on her neck. And so anyway, we're both very passionate about unions. They're very important. They represent the worker.
The worker. Oh, because I have a job.
Yes, Daddy's money. You have a job.
Job.
Yeah.
And so the job people talk together?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that? I mean, what's better than not? Why?
They're-
More explaining.
Okay.
They get significantly more money from a union somehow.
They actually pay you a fair living wage in a union. They respect your time and your talents and your effort. And they make sure that you're treated like a three-dimensional being, that you have breaks and food breaks and reasonable amount of time off when you need it.
Would there be like environmental conditioning so it wouldn't be so hot?
Depends on where it is, but they typically put an amount of effort into that, yeah.
Okay, then I want that. I like that.
Yeah.
I believe that sounds exactly what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't plan for what we would do after we overthrew that upper crust. But
No, you said you had a plan.
okay,
You said that you were going to treat people equally and that me and my terrible family were going to put us to work and working, but everybody would eat or something. That's
Yeah,
what,
that-
I feel like I remember that.
yeah, no, that sounds accurate, but having some sort of organized union would allow us to do that in a way that would benefit everyone.
Oh,
Possibly some sort of written contract.
you are the
Yes.
brains of the operation.
Told you.
Thank you.
I am glad that we brought you. This would not have gone as well, I believe.
Okay.
We start walking down, you hear like music pumping from different halls. It is not a festival, but it's definitely festive, and
Oh my gosh.
everyone is just thrilled when you walk by,
Even me?
even you. because they're like, your family sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support. Having someone who understands helps us.
Glad to be of service, guys. Is it?
Huzzah.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a set of keys.
What do they look like?
They look like a crystal.
Keys made of crystal?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound
I mean, they don't look like,
They're not key shaped.
they're not key shaped. You know that, have you ever been to Atlantis, Adrena? You know those keys they have that they wear as necklaces?
Oh, they're really pretty.
Yes.
I think I have 5 of them
None like
at
these.
my house that I can't go back to ever. Oh,
Wow.
it's a terrible day.
We might be going back there soon.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Oh, that's true. I could get my keys back. That'd be cool. Okay, sorry. What was going on?
He holds up 4 keys. Each one of these bonds with one of the shrieking eels.
Ah, got it.
So whatever one speaks to you will be whatever one you will pilot.
Oh, I got
Hear
it.
that, Your Highness? Those are the shrieking eels.
I know. They shriek right before they attack, right?
They in
Yeah.
fact do, yes.
I want the biggest one.
Well, hopefully the biggest one wants you then.
I'm pretty good with it.
I know.
What's the difference?
Oh, well, this one is yellow. No, sorry, I'm sorry. This one is not yellow. This one is brown. And this one is green. This one is blue, and this one is red.
And they operate the same and are otherwise indistinguishable?
Unfortunately, I have not been able to test their capabilities fully.
Did these get gifted to you? You didn't
Well,
build them?
I built upon them. I found them. They were of no use to anyone else. So I started to modify
You
them.
tinkered with them. Ha!
They said that the upper crust had no wit, but you have
So
proven.
hot. So hot.
So I do not know the full capabilities, unfortunately. I have not had time or the ability to test them, for they only truly work at their full efficiency when they are all operated simultaneously.
Gotcha.
Like a
Okay.
dance?
Maybe they dance?
We're gonna
Do
find
they have to
out.
be synchronized?
They don't have.
Like everybody right arm, everybody left arm? But it's an eel, so it have to be
It's
a
an eel.
tail.
He walks down, and you guys have been walking downward to like this dock that's been pretty deserted. The crowds have all kind of disappeared and hung back. There hasn't been as much shouting. And he reaches a gate, and there's like one dude who's just like sitting on a barrel, not really paying attention. But you can see his eyes are moving rapidly, scanning for anything. And when he sees Tinker, he stands up immediately. It's, boss. And Tinker just, at ease, walks on through.
Nice.
Along the docks, you see these, from what you saw in the image, these huge eels of different colors.
Whoa. Those were really big eels.
Each one corresponding with one of those crystals he pulled out. He just like, you'll know which one is right for you when you grab it.
Okay, wild idea. Hear me out on this. What if the colors correspond to our respective planes?
My guess is I'm blue
That
then.
would be a good guess.
I'm gonna put my hand over the blue one.
It starts to glow.
I think you're right. I'm taking the blue one.
Okay, take the blue one. It's a little smaller than a couple of the other ones, but it looks a little longer. Like It's not as big around, but it's a little longer.
Less girth, more length.
Yep.
Way more aerodynamic in the water. Okay. You said there was a yellow one?
There is a brown one, a green one, and a red one.
Okay, I'm going to put my hand out over the green.
Okay. It feels like it's not right.
Okay, yellow.
Brown.
Brown is what
It glows with a wheat. How do you describe neon brown?
I don't know,
besides
how do you
saying the
glow
word?
brown?
It's neon brown. It's bizarre, but it is glowing for you.
Baby puke brown.
Yeah, sure, baby puke brown. That's a
like-
gross way to
think
think
of-
of it.
I think of brown with like that tint of purple under it when it's got
Okay.
a bright light under it.
Okay, yeah,
Almost.
it looks like that.
Little gold flecks. Gold flecks.
It is like just kind of glowing and thrumming under your hand.
Thrumming is a good word.
I just put my hand over both of them.
The green one doesn't react at all. Well, I should say it slowly strobes, but really doesn't do much. The red one, it doesn't do much either, but it gets brighter than the other one.
They don't like you.
I guess not. One we save for Halon when they return. Yes.
Yes.
I'll take the red.
It still feels like a connection. You could feel that it is connecting to that the spirit inside you right now. Like that is connecting.
Fireplane.
Get it away from me.
Patricia, by the way, yours is a little girthier. It's not as long, but it is girthier.
Relax, it's about how you use it. Okay, let's go.
And Rurik's, yours is the red one. It has a lot of, it has like a row of spines on it.
Oh.
So they're all
You're the attack eel.
they're all laid out along the dock, and there's like a port at the back.
Awesome. I start running to it. I'm so excited. Let's go.
So you run into
All
it.
right.
Yes.
I'm not running.
With Amelia behind me.
There's a chair, and it, like you sit in it, or rather, there's a chair, and it is inviting you. It feels right.
Awesome. I'm going to need Miss Amelia next to me
Yep.
as my large, hairy co-pilot, if you will. And we're just going to start looking at these controls and see what we got.
There's just a chair there right now.
Oh.
Like that is it.
It's very anticlimactic.
Yeah, I'm
Is
sorry.
Miss Amelia hairy or feathery?
I'm going to say she's... well, according to Pathfinder rules, does she have feathers or is she just scaly?
She has some feathers if you want her to have feathers.
I do.
But she has feathers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And they could be like proto feathers that kind of look like hair.
Like
Do you
the
know what I mean?
curls.
They could be
I do.
whatever your heart wants them to be.
I just want them to be amber.
You feel a connection with Miss Amelia that you could probably direct her feathers to be whatever shade you wanted. It's a weird connection you
little
have.
weird.
Yeah, but you know what? Miss Amelia is all there for it.
She's my familiar, I guess.
Yeah.
All right,
Amber
cool.
is kind of a neon brown color.
Ah.
Hey.
Your chair is larger because remember you got the girthier one.
Yeah.
So like Miss Amelia could sit in your lap, or you could sit in Miss Amelia's lap. Your choice.
Do dinosaurs have laps?
Some do. Can I will another chair? I'm going to try to will another
Okay.
chair.
You're thinking about it, and a platform appears, like right next to your chair.
Yes. Here you go, Miss Amelia, right here.
She sits or stands on the platform and just like braces.
This is literally perfect.
You sit in the chair.
I do.
There is a crystal-shaped hole on the armrest. You put the crystal in, and you are like pulled backwards on a conveyor belt type of thing.
Oh.
You are all sucked through the eel.
Okay.
As you're going,
Oh wait, are we doing this too?
Rurik put his crystal in.
Okay, I'm still trying to
I
get
hadn't
there.
actually sat down though.
Oh, fair. Oh, yeah, the chair just starts
was like,
moving, man.
She started running. I'm
Fair
still
enough.
Just, I'm kind of
Yeah,
achily.
3 different speeds getting into
I'm
the wheel.
achily like kind of throwing and thumping myself
Okay.
into
So,
the chair.
Alana, you see a platform appear
In her eel?
in her eel.
'Kay.
See a platform appear. You see her
Huh.
sit down, and then whoosh,
Oh,
pulled backwards.
jeez. All right. And then I see Rourke put.
Put the
Rurik,
crystal in. Yeah,
And
I
not
was
sit
looking over
down.
there. So I'm like, oh! And I kind of run after it.
yeah. you
Okay.
you hop in it as it's almost away.
Is there a seatbelt?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna buckle my seatbelt
sounds good.
before I put in my little key.
Okay, you buckle your seatbelt. Put your
Were-
key in.
Were there seatbelts in the car, in the flying car?
No.
Okay. I don't know what a seatbelt is then.
As you're going, you are all traveling the length of your eel, and there's this weird light that passes over you.
Okay.
Is it hot?
It is not hot. It feels really cool. In fact, it is refreshing for you. But you notice that your clothing is all changed.
What?
You are in like a full white suit with like you have brown like sleeves, and then a helmet just kind of sits over your head.
I love it.
Rurik, the same thing happens to you, but it's a little ill-fitting. Your suit, it feels like it should be worn by a larger person.
Okay. What happens to like the sword belt and the coat and?
It is now encased in a cool white sheath now.
Oh, okay.
It is just, everything has like changed to fit your new aesthetic, except for yours is just a little way too big.
What's mine look like?
All right.
Yours changes your scale coloring. So now you're in a white that goes down to blue instead of a
Oh.
blue that goes down to a darker blue.
White to blue. Okay.
Everyone, the helmet starts to slide on everyone. Again, yours is just a little too big, but it seems that there's like extra straps that go for yours. And you guys reach a stopping point, and it swiftly turns around. And now you're at the head of your eel. There are individual controls.
Buttons.
There's a bunch of buttons. And it seems really intuitive. But that's what you guys are going to find out, is how intuitive it is.
Key.
You hear a voice in a weird little microphone, or rather, coming from your helmet. It says, "Excellent.
Hello?
This is Tinker.
Oh.
I knew that you were the ones."
Is it inside the helmet?
It is
So
inside
like
the
if
helmet.
I turn, it stays wherever my ear is?
Yep.
We're the ones for the eels.
Apparently, right now, yes. I've been told that the eels have changed hands many times, but
Somebody bigger had mine.
unfortunate. But we do what we can. We make do, and so will the shrieking eels, defenders of the. What did I say? Defenders of the universe? Yeah, we'll go defenders of the universe.
What's the universe?
That's all the planes.
Oh,
Excellent, Alana. That is exactly what it means, I believe. I'm not really sure. I don't get out much to the other planes.
I've only been to one,
That is more than I.
and it was for like a minute and a half.
Was
ish. No, I don't know. It was a very short
was
time.
it worthwhile?
Yeah, I met people, and now I'm here, and overthrowing my own government.
The good you do will help promote a legacy that will hopefully overshadow the name Adrena and the atrocities they have done.
That would be awesome.
I promise you the name Alana Adrena will go down in history as the turning point of our society.
That would be great.
So how do these work?
Punch it! Can we hear each other through the helmets
Yeah, you
too?
can hear each other through the
Okay.
helmets.
Just
so-
find the go and slam
Punch
it.
what?
Last time I pushed buttons and it did things.
The brown eel shoots off like a
Hey.
eel rocket.
She went that way.
Where are you going? What did you push?
I'll push another one too.
What is it? What is like the layout? Like, what does it look like?
It looks pretty confusing to you. There's a bunch of buttons. It looks as if there's a joystick and another joystick that if you move it like this, you can feel the ship move. There's multiple buttons, and you're in the red one, so there is actually, perfect, there is a glove.
A glove,
A glove.
like floating in the air.
It is just
attached
like
to the
sitting
thing?
there, and it has a couple cords coming down from it.
Was it power glove?
Put my hand in
It's
it.
a power glove.
Yes.
What does it do?
Right now, nothing. None of the lights on it are working or doing
We
anything.
just lost the Gen Zers watching the show.
They're like, what?
Put my hand back out. Try moving the joystick things.
Okay, you start undulating slightly forward.
Like, if I go back and forth like that, does like the tail?
Yeah, it's just like
Oh.
slightly moving forward.
Okay, mine does not go as fast.
Push the button.
Which button? There's like 50.
It doesn't matter. Whenever you push it, you go faster.
Alana, you push a button.
Many
And-
times.
And out of your eel's mouth shoots a crystal blue beam. Just-
Ooh, that's a beam button. This is how I play Street Fighter, by the way. When I'm in an arcade, I'm just like,
you just blonk it.
Oh,
You're just
careful where you aim that thing.
I wasn't aiming at all.
That's the concern I have.
I don't know how to do that yet.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I love Power Glove. All right, so
Slow.
you hear the voice and you hear Tinker over the radio go, if you would hold a moment, I was going to explain some things. I've set up a demonstration
Ooh,
that maybe you would all be able to test the combat abilities of your.
ooh, mine shoots.
They all shoot.
Oh, it's that button.
Okay.
There's a lot of buttons in here.
There are, but with the connection to your eel, you should start to intuitively feel what you need to do.
Yeah, that's not working.
Maybe you weren't the right one.
Like I said, I think it's supposed to be somebody bigger. I got like my shoes are hanging off the bottom.
Well,
Do you have a set of controls next to your chair to like lower it, pull it forward?
Next to the chair.
oh,
Do I see anything?
yeah, there's controls to like lower it and stuff, but
Oh, hey, look at that.
lowers, raises.
Don't fall.
Oh, that's better.
And once you've lowered it like that, you can see one of the buttons is just kind of glowing, and I don't want to keep saying thrumming
me?
or strobing, but it's just kind of like dimly pulsating.
Push
Thank
that
you.
button.
You start to move forward.
But I
Do
thought
the
the
wiggle.
forward was this thing.
You start doing this thing, and as you're moving forward, it's undulating now. So you're moving forward with a propulsion system, but you're also
Swimming.
swimming back and forth.
So the wiggling is to make us look more eely, and,
Yep.
and it's more for show than for go.
Yep.
It's like Arm and Colin.
fact, while Rurik is flailing back and forth, you can see that the tail gets a little slap happy. Like it has destroyed a dock as it goes away.
Oops, sorry about that.
We could repair it, Tinker says over the radio. If you will go forward, I have set up a few autonomous drones.
I pushed the one that was glowing a minute ago again.
It shoots you forward faster.
Oh, it's like the car. You push the same
Push
button,
the
you go
button.
faster.
The buttons that Alana has pressed go forward perfectly now.
Woo! This is shooting. This
Are
is
any of the
going.
buttons glowing?
What are you trying to do?
Just look for a button that's glowing.
None of them are glowing right now.
Okay.
It seems to be you think about what you want to happen. Your thought was you wanted to go forward, and then it started glowing.
Can I make a knowledge roll?
Yeah.
D4?
Oh my god, a roll.
What-
No,
what
we
are you
haven't
trying
done
to
that
figure-
yet.
Whether or not I'm intuiting this. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that.
Hey, you
I'm thinking
You-
probably.
you got
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like connected to your brain.
Oh, that's cool.
Fascinating.
I believe that's what was meant by intuitive.
Ah, not just button go.
Not just button go.
But if I think it, then button go.
Then button go.
Oh.
And you're thinking about going forward, a button lights up for you, and it's
Hi, pretty button.
not dimly glowing. It is like, boop, press me.
Oh yeah. Da-da.
Boom. Shoots off after the brown eel.
All right, so I start thinking I want to go up.
Okay. There is the joystick starts glowing and a
one on the left?
button. Sure, yeah, the one on the left. It starts glowing, and there's a button.
It's gonna power glove and an Atari.
There's a button next to the joystick that starts glowing as well. And it's you pull it back and press the button.
Oh god.
It's going in an arc.
Down, up, down.
It,
Up,
it
okay.
is maneuvering exactly how you would like.
Nice.
Bless you,
Bless you.
technician from the sky.
Slash sword. Did the sword just sneeze?
The sword is allergic to
you okay?
eel.
Oasis, you all right?
I got you.
So Rurik's now like spiraling. And,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah, you're-
doing backflips and cartwheels and
Yep.
stuff, and it's just moving all around.
Do
in
we have
every
a rear view
direction,
mirror?
getting
Can I see
hang
what
of
he's
it.
doing back there?
You can. There is a little view screen that actually you see Rurik's face on one now that you're thinking about it, and you see Patricia's face on another.
Cool.
You see like one above is Tinker, and then there's an empty console. Or an empty one.
That
You
was
see
the
it.
one we didn't pick.
Yes, that will be Halon's when they rejoin us.
Got it.
What else?
I do have a question. Did Miss Amelia get a new outfit?
Yes,
What is she wearing?
she is wearing. Like, it looks like a weird. It should be uncomfortable, like spandex white,
Okay.
but you could tell that Miss Amelia's like, no, it is perfectly form fit. It is like a second skin. Like, I mean, reptiles molt, so it would be like a molting skin, but it's like, no, this is great. And you can tell that it offers her a little bit of protection. There is holes where her feathers can stick out, so just like open cuts for wherever her feathers are.
Great.
And her boots give her an extra 2 inches, and they have like openings for the raptor claws.
Did they get painted?
Yes. They all have a white highlight with a brown undertone.
Just to be clear, did you just put a Velociraptor in platform shoes?
And
Yes.
toenail polish.
And toenail polish,
Checking.
and a spandex suit.
We are gonna conquer the universe.
There's also a half helmet for Miss Amelia. Like, not a full helmet, just like, beep, it's like a visor.
I'm very pleased.
Are there pedals?
Um,
Is it all hand controlled?
for you, there is no pedals.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't have pedals either since It would just be one petal.
I start thinking that I want the glove to do something.
So, you're thinking about the glove doing something, and nothing's happening.
That's disappointing.
Try moving it around and
It moves super sweet. There is nothing's happening though.
okay, I just leave it on while I operate the joysticks then.
There is in Alana. There's like a bracelet.
Pretty. Is it pretty?
It is kind of pretty. It looks like an ice blue circular bracelet that you would put on here, and yes, it's pretty.
Okay. Ding dong. I put it on.
And in the brown eel,
The chat has already voiced its disgust with that
With-
particular name.
the brown eel.
Yes.
Fair
Apparently.
enough.
Sounds dirty, apparently.
What about the rock eel? Is that better for everybody? I hope
like
so.
What's that?
Rock eel
Who's that
sounds like
Pokemon?
Oh, it's an
Onyx?
onyx. Yeah, there we go. It's an onyx. We go with onyx because that's what we're going to go with now.
Yeah.
Even better.
You're right. It is better. Okay, so we're going with onyx because brown eel sounds pretty dirty and gross. So onyx it is. So
Awesome.
in the onyx, there
The Onyx Eel?
in the onyx eel. Oh yeah, we're going to go with onyx eel or just onyx. Yeah, let's go with onyx eel so that way it continues the eel.
I like that.
There, you know the game Trouble,
Yes.
where there's that weird popper thing.
Pop-O-matic bubble.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a pop-o-matic bubble with a bunch of like jacks in it.
I've played that game too, I think.
Interesting. I pop it.
Like it has the depression, but there's no pop-up.
Oh, that's unsatisfying.
Well, it's like really weird and dissatisfying.
I press it down and I twist it.
Nothing.
Okay.
Maybe have Patricia push it.
She is Patricia.
Oh, have Amelia push it. Sorry, I just
What?
met you.
You talking to me?
Just met you. Sorry, I got confused. Sorry.
Amelia, go ahead and try and push that.
Nothing.
Huh.
There is a weird platformy thing that kind of shines a light on Miss Amelia. And it, like, while staying there, you can feel that when Miss Amelia wags her tail, the onyx eel also moves its tail.
That's so awesome.
Yo.
Okay.
So
Are you-
Rurik is trying out any sort of weapons and manipulation type systems, things that aren't just about maneuvering.
Okay.
And to be clear, he's not buckled in because he doesn't know what a seatbelt is.
Fair enough.
And because there's two joysticks and all these buttons, he has his feet up on the console, operating it with his feet to hit the buttons so he can have his hands on the joysticks.
Okay. So you see that there is the mouth opens and it will bite.
Nice.
You see that the tail slaps. And you see that it shoots out a red hot beam.
Ah!
Ooh, fire beam. So, what are we going to do with these now that we have these giant eel?
Was this our just training episode exercise, or are we going to like go kill stuff now?
Well, hang on. I'm still figuring out my weapon stuff. Stand by.
I got biting and fire beam.
I think I do too.
And I have a bunch of controls that I still don't know what they do.
Okay.
I
got a
think they'll
glove.
come in handy when we want them to.
Okay. I'm gonna have Miss Amelia wag her tail some more.
She seems to operate the tail slapping.
Great. Okay, we could probably use that. Okay. Still trying to figure out this trouble popper thing here. Is there another button I need to press with it, or a dial, or something?
No, it just
Like-
it doesn't. It's not responding to any of your thoughts. It's not responding to any buttons or anything you press. It is just seemingly dead right now on the console.
Okay. So maybe I can't use that yet. Okay. Should I make a check? to
Yeah,
figure
go ahead and
out
make a check.
The rest of my.
Besides the glove, do I still
Weapon
have
stuff?
buttons that I haven't figured out what they do?
There's a few, but not really. Like,
Okay.
you could tell some of it's just kind of automating life support stuff or activating a arcane shield around the eel.
Ooh, cool.
Things like that.
Do we want to call it smarts?
Sure.
Or?
I'm
Okay.
down with that.
Yeah, D6, please. Benny. Have anything?
We have lots of pennies.
We got lots of pennies.
Yeah, use a Benny.
Benny.
Thank you, Chad. Oh,
Dang it.
Another Benny.
do it.
How many do we have?
14.
Oh.
Plenty.
A lot.
Should I give us 10?
OMG.
Wow.
Do it again. Is that
I'm just
4?
looking for, I'm just looking for a raise. That's all I need. Not even a success.
What is happening?
One more. Come on,
Benny.
Sharon. At least you're not.
There you
Okay,
go.
success.
Lord.
One barely. There
Sweet
was-
Moses.
I'm
least there's no
distracted. I'm
ones, like,
very
rolling through
distracted.
trash.
There's a lot of stuff going
There's
on.
so much happening.
You
and I'm
can
so
tell
excited.
that there's some sort of condition that has not been met. You're not sure what it is, but there's a condition that will allow this to be active.
Okay.
Was that 4 bennies that we just had to use to figure that out?
At least 4.
I'm sorry.
5.
5?
I
Nice,
blame
man.
luck for some reason. That's insane.
At least you didn't get any critical failures on that. So.
Yeah. I'll take that.
If Tinker comes over the radio and says, if you're done experimenting, we could begin the exercise and you could see the full capabilities.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds great. Yes, please. Thank you. I'm going to slow down and turn around.
I don't
So-
slow down.
Do
I
you
like-
want us to be in any
I like
particular
spiral into a
spot, or are we
cartwheel.
just good where we are?
You're not in the city any longer. You're not in our habitat, and you're in mostly clear water. I'll radio the autonomous drones and let them know your location.
What does autonomous mean?
They're on their own?
Yes, they're on their own.
You're letting them know we're out here so they don't try to kill us?
No, they will be trying to kill you.
Oh, we're practicing. Got it.
Yes.
Oh,
I wanted you to know that they're autonomous because there's nothing aboard that could be any sort of sadness if it was gone.
so you want us to destroy the little bots?
So there aren't people on board. They're like the robots.
I do want you to destroy those robots.
Okay.
Autonomous means robots. Got it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Autonobots.
Anybody can make a notice roll.
I'm gonna notice with a 6, please.
Same.
I noticed.
Okay.
One for me too, please. Hey.
I also have a 6 now.
+2.
+2. That's
There you
better.
You all know that he's hiding something, but I'm not really sure what.
Okay, cool. We're going to figure it
Like
out.
his voice betrays that.
Yes. Yeah, there's something he's like, yeah.
Do we trust that they're actually autonomous then? Or am I suspicious about that?
You're probably suspicious.
That's concerning.
I need initiative cards.
Wait.
Yay!
Oh. I wanna, okay, initiative cards will work fine.
Whatever you want to do, you can.
Do an initiative.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fine.
no, you can do it before initiative. Just
Okay, I wanted to do the empathy spell.
okay.
What do I roll?
That would be you are a faith caster.
Yeah, so I have a faith that's 10. Yeah, faith that's 10. That's good.
Oof.
Yikes.
And it is versus Tinker's Spirit, I believe, because it's a resisted spell. So Tinker's Spirit is a 10.
Okay,
And he also gets a wild die.
okay.
Oh, dang, wild die. Dang it.
You're getting some surface level emotions, but you can tell that you're not getting deep enough. Because you
Okay.
got a 9, he got a 10.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, like, something's weird about it.
I'm gonna.
Definitely. But you can't put your finger on what it is.
Okay.
Have we had reason to be sus of him before now?
I've always been a little sus of him
Besides the
personally,
fact that he's leading a rebellion against
Against
the
the-
planet. and
has giant robots
it
and
has
a
giant
mysterious
robots and
power
was
orb.
enlisted by mysterious.
Well, I mean, as far as like, has he been? Have we felt that he's been straight with us to this point?
yeah, he's been pretty straight with you guys.
Okay.
He needs your help. He wants your help. He's willing to give you the orb afterwards, as long as you fulfill your end of the bargain, which is installing him in power.
I don't like that you're not being straight with us.
Interesting. What do you mean?
Well, I could
What
tell
aren't
that there
you telling
was
us?
something you're not telling us about our little autonomous drone friends.
Well, I need to keep their abilities and capabilities secret so that you
Oh.
aren't able to predict what they're doing.
So it's like a fair test. Are we in actual any danger for real?
I don't believe so. From the records I've recovered of the eels' previous battles, they seem to have more capabilities than I am aware of. But those are brought out by the pilot.
Oh. So if we do good, we won't die?
That is the assessment, yes.
Okay.
I have complete faith in the three of you.
Do I feel like he's being sincere now?
Yes. Yeah. He has complete faith in you. He knows they have hidden capabilities. He doesn't know what because he's not
but
piloted any of them.
I feel like that's what he was keeping from us. Or is
No?
there more?
Like you feel he's keeping more things than you from you, but he also is again running a gang
Sure.
that has spread throughout multiple habitats. So he's got plans within plans. You know that.
Okay. It's more about the, like, I'd expect that of anyone who's in this level of leadership position. I am more concerned about whether we can trust him to keep his word and have integrity. So that's the...
Go ahead and make a smarts roll? Or what would that be even? To notice weird stuff? Investigate?
It would be insight if this was a different system.
Right? Make a roll, tell me what it is, and tell me what you're trying to figure out. And then we'll hop into initiative.
How about smarts?
Okay?
Yeah, I'd say
D8.
smarts.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out if he can be trusted so far as the information that he has given us so far, if he has been honest, if his goals, while we might be pawns in the situation, if his goals in what he's doing as far as any sort of manipulation to get us into these eels and to use for his plans are actually what he has stated. If he doesn't really have a plan for what's happening next, that he really wants to achieve a more equitable world.
That is a whole lot of questions for one roll.
Well, it's I'm like,
To be fair, he did blow up.
He did well.
I'm going broad as far as like, I'm literally trying to discern this from what he has said and the facial expressions and the things that he has given us at this point and pitch in his voice and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm really just looking for like a vague idea if I'm going
so,
in the right direction.
So
if
the
if
thing
I
that really
need to do
triggered
more.
your hiccup is you said they're unmanned,
Right.
and he did not agree.
So there could be people inside these vehicles is what I'm suspecting.
He has not said that they were unmanned. He said they are autonomous.
And I don't know what that means.
Exactly. He said they are autonomous, and they are remotely controlled.
So there could be people inside.
There
that can
could be
protect
people
us.
inside of them.
Okay.
And if we ask him, he won't tell us.
Have you asked him?
Are there people inside the little robots?
I don't know that you've thought that far.
I didn't know if this was a conversation that was just like happening.
But I'm gonna go for it. I'm
Okay.
gonna say the same thing.
All right.
You know, people has a wide definition on our world. There are some who would say that we're not people. There are some who would say that goblins are little more than chattel.
What would you say?
I would say that goblins are people, And I would say that we, the lower crust, are people who can stand on our own two legs and we can prevail.
Do you have prisoners of some kind inside these?
You hear a long, slow drink. I would not say prisoners. I would say,
Cargo?
whew, that would be unfortunate. I would never refer to them as cargo.
Okay, good.
What is inside these anonymous?
Anonymous, yes.
What is inside these anonymous?
Autonomous, like an automaton, a robot. Good God.
I can tell you that any aboard these mechs have earned their place there. And I can tell you that they will be trying to win this fight. They have more
So
of
we
a
each have our own crew.
yes.
Okay.
And they
All right.
each have more ability to survive this fight than they have ever given us.
Okay.
You've enslaved people and are using them as gladiators.
I would never enslave anyone. I would say they are earning their right to freedom.
You've put prisoners into battle against us.
He doesn't say anything.
Let's draw initiative and then talk about morality.
Ooh, king. Okay. So, you can't really say horizon because it's all watery. So, out of the shadows
Okay.
comes a large mechanical man.
Mechanical what?
Man?
Man.
A-
Okay,
a
that's what I heard.
humanoid figure.
Okay.
Flanked by three other smaller scout-like figures. The large one has two huge cannons on his shoulders. He has one of his arms is it looks like a sword, but it also has a motor going around it.
Chainsaw.
Oh boy.
And the smaller ones all have these.
Does he have a boomstick in his other hand?
Yes, it is just a cannon. It is just a large circular port cannon, like Mega Man style cannon. So he's got a chainsword on one, he's got a large buster cannon on the other, and then he has two missile launchers on his shoulders. The three smaller ones have, one has a really long rifle. You would know what a long rifle looks like.
Oh, yeah.
So he looks like a sniper. And then the other two, one has a sword and a shield, and the other one has a net and a trident.
Okay.
So sword and shield, rifle, AC-20s, and what was the last one?
A net and trident.
Net and trident. Okay. Okay.
And they come towards you. The one with the rifle just shoots.
Yep.
That's all he does. So I need a shooting roll of a D8. These do not get any wild die.
Success.
Success.
Who are you shooting
Oh, it's
at?
versus your Perry.
Who are you shooting? Are you shooting at me?
Roll a D6, Sharon. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm so sorry.
Who are we shooting at?
Distracted. Shooting at the brown,
No.
the onyx,
At the onyx.
Thank
the
you.
onyx
Onyx
eel.
eel.
And this is going off of my stats. I don't have eel
Mech
stats.
stats?
Eel does have stats. I'm so not prepared.
Our lovely moderators would also like to point out that a ranged attack is not versus parry.
Thank you.
It is just a hit or not a hit.
It is
makes
a
sense.
hit.
Ooh,
It pings off your armor.
bummer.
Like,
Excellent.
the brown one seems to have extra thick armor.
The onyx one?
Yes. The onyx one. The other one launches 2 missiles at each of you. So I will need a shooting roll of a D8 twice.
Yikes.
Missiles go wide.
Well, that's exciting.
It is now Rurik's turn.
All right, so how far from the docks are we?
You are far from the docks. You are outside of the habitat you were in. You've exited. You are in open water now.
I would like to be able to have the eel communicate with the people that are attacking us.
Okay.
Does anything glow show up on my communication system?
Yes, there's a small green button that appears at the top, and it starts glowing.
I push it.
Okay.
Is it now going to like project my voice?
Yeah,
To
it
them?
is like connecting to that one via robotics waves.
Bluetooth?
Sure.
Bluetooth, yeah, it's Bluetooth. In fact, that's what it looks like. It just is a tooth that is blue.
I stop the eel and I say to the attackers, use this opportunity to flee and we will protect you rather than fight you.
No response.
That's my action.
Okay.
I stop. I like come to a stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alana's turn.
Okay. I'm seeing the one that looks like a man. Okay. What weapons does that one have again?
That one has a chainsword, a cannon for an arm, and then shoulder-mounted missiles.
Awesome. Okay. So I want to entangle its feet
Okay.
by serpentining, kind of like how they killed the at in the
Okay.
that Star Wars.
Okay, so you want to circle around his legs?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a
And-
drive, piloting,
If he
boating.
if he happens to shoot himself in the foot,
Okay.
I would be okay with that.
Okay. Any sort of movement-related.
Athletics?
That'd be a stretch, but I would say okay.
I'm gonna go with that then,
Okay.
unless you let me go with faith for some reason.
No.
All right.
No face. that's one won't work.
6 then, please. May I have a 6?
Thank you, Lumiere.
Crapping heck, can I have a Benny, please, and another 6, please? Son of a monkey. Oh, but that one works,
But
right?
it succeeds.
Okay, good.
You have tripped him up.
All right. So, I'm just weaving in and out.
Finally, Patricia.
Okay. I want to go against the one with the rifle because I know how to fight that.
Okay.
I'm going to have Amelia give us 2 good thwacks to move us over to the side.
Okay.
And I want to figure out if I have, because this is my ship, I'm
Yeah.
connected to it, I got to have some kind of projectile.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to shoot it in its shooting arm.
Okay, go ahead and give me a shooting.
Okay. I have that.
You can.
That's D8. Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that is 2d6. No, not 2d6. That is 2d8. You see a stream of like rocks and crystal
Oh, jeez.
and a bunch of other mineral-like things just shear off the dude's arm.
That was abrasive.
Yes, it was very abrasive. You get an extra d6 as well.
Of damage?
Yeah, I was reminded that it is a raise. Okay, so you have now just not just the arm, but a huge chunk of its chest as well. So
Hey, good job!
the mech starts kind of floating backwards.
Okay.
It does not seem to be moving any longer. Go ahead and make me a notice.
Okay.
Mine is a D6 now. Yeah, +2.
That's better. Okay. So, 13 total.
Yeah, you see the head of the robot man, not the robot man, the sniper bot. Thank you. I'm gonna differentiate them. My apologies, everyone. The sniper bot, you see like in the eyes, there's like a dude who waves and salutes you as the thing like drifts back.
I salute him back and high five Amelia.
She high fives with the claws.
We're in the middle of
Wait,
making the
who
best
was
80s
waving?
music video.
It was somebody in the head unit of the sniper bot.
Okay.
We need new initiative cards.
Thank you, Lumiere, for the $20. Finally, Bryce forgets yet another name. It's Onyx. So let's give the sword, or Rurik, an occasionally flowing flask. It tastes like a memory.
It's like a memory.
And unfortunately, I lost that deck somewhere. I'm still looking for it, but we're
over there, is
we're
it?
doing a lot of things. It's not that one. It's the adventure, not the adventure
Merc's
deck.
on it.
Merc's on
for
it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Merc.
What do we have currently? Don't we have?
I've used all mine.
I think everybody used theirs.
Yeah, I use mine.
Yeah. So Merc's gonna get that. While we're doing that, you hear Tinker over there. I didn't say you had to kill them.
I wasn't planning on it.
Directing you at Rurik. Like, you just have to disable them and win the battle. We're not monsters. But I figured you may not give it your all if you knew there were people aboard. You need to give this your all because we are not only fighting for us, we are fighting for everyone. Yes, they were captured guards. But everyone has to fight in their own way. I have promised them freedom if they do well and give their all.
Oh. Is he saying this to everybody? Like, can we all hear
Yeah,
it?
he's
Okay.
saying it to everyone, but he's specifically saying it to Rurik because Rurik Bluetooth something over.
Yeah, I have a flask already too, so I have two now because the first one was cinnamon, although I don't remember what the.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got
the
Red Hots. Man, I wrote it down somewhere, but notes, man.
Fireball's
notes.
better than Red Hots, guys.
Now we're gonna say it combined. It's fine.
Sure.
You guys fine
Fireball
with
and
that?
cider.
I'm gonna say it
Then
happens.
it's like
two.
cinnamon
Oh
apple
yeah,
No,
cider.
it tastes like
Get
the-
Savage. I get the power of that's
That's
the-
right. Oh God, I
have not
forgot
had
about that
experiences
one.
with it.
But we don't know. What
You have
the
to
new
get
one
better
is yet, right?
cider.
Don't know what the new one is
Angry
yet.
Orchard
I
I'd
do.
rather drink the cinnamon. I just don't like the cinnamon.
It's parlay.
Then
So
don't do
the memory that Rurik has now is all characters cease fighting and listen to the hero speak for 30 seconds. Others may only take defensive actions during this time. This has no effect on beasts and other creatures that cannot understand the speaker. So you have the memories of Red Hots,
That is perfect.
right?
So not the red hot one. I want to save that for later. I want to
Okay.
drink this one.
Okay. So on your turn, you can do that.
Okay.
The large mech man with the two shoulder-mounted ones,
who I'm tangled.
who
the
you
feet.
are tangled between, tries to slash at you, and that would be against your parry, because it is melee.
Yeah.
I really need to do more rules. So he has a fighting of D8.
I don't go low. Okay. And
Okay.
then what am I supposed to do?
It is versus your robot eel's parry, which is a 6.
Woohoo!
It automatically just dodges around it.
Yay!
Does nothing.
Wait, did he hit himself?
He did not hit himself. The other two, the one with a net and trident, and the one with a sword and shield, the net and trident comes over to you,
Me?
Alana,
'Kay.
and tries to like poke at you because you're wrapped up on dude's legs. He gets a D6. Again, does not hit.
Does he hit the other guy?
He does not hit the other guy.
If he had rolled a 1, would he have hit the other guy?
I'll say yes.
Okay, cool.
And then the other one with sword and board comes up to the red eel, shoots over,
The
just
red hot eel. Red hot eel.
The red hot eel, and makes a swipe with his sword. I need a D6. There's no one else to hit, though. But he drops his sword. Would that make you happy?
Yeah.
Your glove starts to glow.
What do I think the glove's gonna do?
Take the sword.
Does the eel have an arm?
Take the sword.
It doesn't have an arm.
Think really hard about
Try
it.
and grab the sword. Grab it.
What? So, I will say next round. The thing starts to glow.
I want to know what the glove does.
I
don't care
know.
whether it's-
I'm so
yeah.
excited. Go ahead and take your turn, Patricia.
Okay. What do I want to do? Okay. You've got yours handled. You definitely have yours handled. So that leaves the trident and net one, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's clever? I can just shoot, but that's not.
But it did so much damage the first time.
Ooh. Okay. Go with me on this.
Okay.
Can I have Amelia thwack her tail so that it makes the onyx eel thwack the tail, and this almost whip of water, if you will, throws the net back over the mech?
Okay. I will say yes. They have a tail slap attack, and so we'll say that if that hits, it basically crushes his arm and net onto him.
Okay.
Make sense?
Great.
Okay, so that is a Miss Amelia's fighting.
Oh, hers is really good. So
Oh, I love The Last Dragon. So good. You are the last dragon.
Her
hope
fighting
that's
is a
last dragon.
D8.
All right, D8. And I think she gets a wild die. Is that what I remember?
Yay!
But you know what? That's real good anyway.
Yeah, she's killing it.
That robot's parry is a 5.
Yeah, he done.
So that is a raise. It does also do, looking for my thing, a D10 plus a D6. The arm is smashed into the side, and the net just.
Is it on the ground now?
Oh, they're all floating in water. So
Okay,
it looks,
so the net's floating around near us.
the net is floating around him. So his propulsion seems to be caught up in the net.
Great.
So he is slowly just sinking. It
Sorry.
is now Alana's turn.
All right. So,
Chad, why are we quoting Last Unicorn?
Okay, it's
After
The Last
talking about
Dragon.
Last Dragon. Like, I love The Last Unicorn, don't get me wrong, but
Have you seen The Last Dragon?
not in a very long time.
It is the most amazing movie ever produced, period.
wow.
The Shogun of Harlem, Bruce Leroy, like, come on. Magical mystical glow, like,
We're down for that every time.
come on.
All right. So,
Shogun.
Trident dude is stuck in his net.
Yep,
Other dude had a chest blown off and is not there.
yep.
Your guy, you're going to deal with him. So I'm dealing with AC 20 man. He's got 2 AC 20s.
Yep.
And a big bazooka on his hand.
Yep,
And a chainsaw.
yep.
Okay.
I like how Alana's going directly into battle tag.
I'm just trying to think about it the way that I can.
No,
think about
that's
it. All
fair.
right.
And-
So I'm gonna like twirl around
Okay.
his body until I get to the chainsaw arm.
Okay.
And then I'd like to move his chainsaw arm with my body so that he chops off his gun arm.
Okay. All right.
I feel like Death from Above is a show in the water world that you guys watch on television.
Oh my gosh, it
I'd
would be
watch
the best
that.
show.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be in fighting or athletics. I'll let you choose.
Athletics. It's the same.
See if they have a fighting.
It's the same. For me. I don't know what my
The
eel
robot
does.
has a D8.
Let's go with the robot.
Okay.
D8, please.
Dragonheart's an awesome movie.
Yes!
Oh, no! Woo. I mean, yay.
Yes.
All right, so that's a 9.
Okay.
His parry is a 6, so you definitely wrap around his arm and start moving it into him. Whew, that's gonna hurt. So that is 3d6 plus 5,
Oh!
so 14. and it starts to shear into his leg because it is.
I didn't
mega-
get it. I didn't get his arm him to go over this, but he's
No,
got his leg.
it's
Okay,
got his
that's
leg.
fine.
Mega damage.
That's
attacks
fine.
And,
It's fine.
And other rules.
Things happen in the water, man.
Oh yeah, you start cutting into his leg, and
Eh.
he is not stoked. Then Rurik. The glove
turn?
starts to glow.
Okay. So, what does the glove do when I try and use the glove?
There is
Wait, you need a monologue.
I'm about to get there.
Okay.
there is a large button that once you put the glove on, it starts to like.
Oh, I've had the glove on the whole time.
Okay.
I'm just operating.
So now it's starting to glow, and there's a huge button in the center of your console that is.
Punch it.
No
You
way.
press the button. Your guys' ship's a large button in the center starts to glow.
Oh my gosh.
Bush.
Out of nowhere,
I've never had a problem with this.
you hear the approach of another large ship. The other eel has come to join you.
Ooh.
Hey, all right.
And you see floating in what appears to be
Constructicons transform.
what appears to be Tinker in this throne chair, the spider spider crab thing that he's been on.
Yeah.
The legs flare out like this.
In the eel.
His spider chair spreads out like this.
Okay.
Each of your eels kind of breaks. You start to feel it shift, and it folds in half, revealing these weird little socket things that attach.
Giant. We're making a big thing.
You are making a giant
Son.
octopus.
No.
Yes,
The
Mark.
other lever now seems activated for each of you.
And Rurik, having no idea why, suddenly says, Chad!
Your glove, you feel like you're holding a sword now. And you can see on your monitor, a huge red sword appears in one of the in your octopus's arm.
Yeah.
All right. And then I take a swig
Okay.
from this potion that I have
Okay.
and hit the green button to be able to speak to everyone, not
Yep.
just who's on our team. And I say, hold. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven. So let it be with you. Should you wish to lead this entire plane, you must deal with people without seeking revenge. Revenge will get you nothing. Revenge will slay the dragon, only to deal with the children of the dragon for generations. Mercy is what is needed. You have suffered, and your suffering has not been in vain, and we will help you end your suffering. But I, for one, will not assist in murdering those who have no knowledge and no understanding of the harm that they have done to you. There are people who need to pay for what they have done to you, but the vast majority of the people in the city above have no understanding of the harm that they have caused. And if you wish to be different and not yet one of the same, you must use a different strategy.
Alana, by the way, totally just fell in love with Rurik.
Fair enough.
Alana was just like, what? Perfect.
You see, now that you've all joined and you hit the button, you were all sliding up to a center console while you were speaking,
Right.
deliver the speech. And you get there, and Tinker is openly weeping. He hands you the orb.
Is he in the...
He's in the giant spider mech, or the small spider mech.
Oh, okay.
It formed the center of the head.
I didn't need a picture later, but okay.
So like as
Make
we
it happen.
join together, like we all see each other and we're like
Yeah,
in the
you're
same
all
room.
now in a center console.
So are our
That's cool.
eels all the legs of an octopus
Yes,
thing? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
You're all the legs of a giant octopus mech.
Excellent.
With only 4 legs though, or do we split?
You split in half.
Okay. Oh, I see.
I remember
at
the
the
splitting in
center, the
half.
splitting.
Okay,
I got
okay.
it. I got it.
Makes
I was
sense?
thinking that was the connection, but I get it
I
now.
did that with those. There were like little, like microscopic things in science class where we would like.
Tardigrades.
No, it wasn't tardigrades.
I'm just gonna say multiple
But
things
like
that are
we could,
microscopic.
we could chop
Atoms.
them in half with a scalpel, and then they would be 2 of them.
Worms.
Yeah, they're not worm. They're
Nematodes.
I don't know what that is. Clearly, I paid attention.
You also notice as our chairs like all slide into one place that, like, he's got his feet up on the console like this. He's operating like this as he's saying all this stuff.
You now have a sword in your hand. Your bubble bobble is now glowing.
Do I get anything neat or just feels?
Your your bracelet has
Oh, yeah.
expanded.
It's expanded.
It is like expanded for you. It's like this big. But if you look outside, your octopus arm, huge ice shield has
cool.
formed that you can maneuver around and guard all the other arms.
Cool.
Are you pressing? Yeah. Around you, a huge field of they look like just little rocks / jacks. You spray out a giant spray of them.
Oh, are they mines?
Maybe. Nobody has come forward. The mechs stop moving. Tinker looks at you and says, "You're right. I want to be better, and I will be better. It is not all of their fault that we have suffered for so long. I didn't know why we were supposed to look out for those who had come from other planes, but now I know." He hands you the orb.
I take the orb.
I trust you will stay true to your word, and you will assist us in overcoming what we have to face.
Yes.
But I see now that I can trust you more than I could have trusted others. Thank you.
You are an honorable man. I trust that you'll do the honorable thing. Be aware, power is corrupting, and we do not want to see a mirror image of what you have lived with.
I can promise you that we will be better than they were before. We will treat life as it should be treated.
Thank you.
And you know, that might be a somber end.
No, that was a good end.
No, we're not. We got time still. We got time. Sharon didn't give me a thing. The octopus writhes a little bit.
Our octopus.
Your octopus still just moves. The tentacles that you're each in control of kind of vibrate with the feeling of righteousness. You can see that your octopus was red. It is now faded to black. And your suit kind of shrinks up and it fits you now.
Hey.
Huh. And what's my planar influence now? Is it still?
It's still fire.
Okay.
Still fire. But it's not as strong as it was.
Yeah, because in my little guy, I'm less hot. And
Yeah, you're less hot, and now you all have. You see that the compass and the orb has started to change shape, and it turns into a small ring that fits into the compass.
Hey.
Do it.
That's crazy.
And it is perfectly fit in there now.
Huh.
What's the compass doing now?
It is pointing up,
Okay.
and it's glowing with a green dot.
Green. Does that
Oh.
have any significance for me as far as planar?
You know that green is usually associated with a different plane.
Like any different
of
plane,
air?
not a
I
specific
believe
different
it's
plane.
the plane of air.
That's
Yeah.
what
Air.
So
No, you're light.
But Rurik knows this.
Halon is
you would know.
Air.
Yeah, I think you would know that. Like Halon, you have talked about the colors and symbology.
Okay.
That makes sense.
After we set things right here, it looks like the plane of air is where we're headed next.
Well, let's do this thing then.
We hear Halon and the other eel go, yes!
You don't hear Halon. That chair is empty.
Oh, that chair's empty.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the chair is empty.
All right. Oh, right, because we're all together now in the same room, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tinker looks a little sheepish, and he's like, this changes things. There are some things that have been set into motion that are going to be a little harder to stop. So, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I had planned on sabotaging a few habitats, and we're going to need to move swiftly to set some of these things correct. I'm hoping that we won't be too late. Bless you, technician. Twice.
Bless you.
We've got to move, but
okay.
I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do. I had sent Halon to infiltrate and get information on some of the structural weak points of certain strongholds. They had reported back swiftly, and there are autonomous, in all sense of the words, explosives on the way.
Okay.
So let's go stop those. And thank you for telling us. And I don't think there is enough blame to go around. You don't need to berate yourself. We're fixing it.
We're going to do what we can to make our world better for everyone.
Awesome.
We need to go, though.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Punch it.
He just like slams a button.
Da-ba.
We all like hit buttons simultaneously.
It fires, the whole octopus fires off a large like cloud
Of ink?
of ink,
Yes.
and it just shoots forward. In the ink, you could see like sparkles in a fog,
Nice.
and you start shooting upwards towards
My city?
the city where you had just come from. And with that, we're gonna end because that's a nice pivotal moment. Sorry that it wasn't as long as it could have been, but man,
Cool.
cards ending things and making things all emotional and crap. Woo! Tell you what, that,
What a like perfect random draw to like draw that at that moment.
man, that was
And that
Good.
was like
oof.
Ooh.
That's in the heartstrings right there. So I want to thank beautiful, awesome Sharon Bebop, the technician, and also Aloysius Rastchild,
The sword.
the sword.
Sword.
That's the name of the sword, by the way.
Aloysius.
It's on the website. Check it out. There's a story. Wait,
What? Hey?
I thought Aloysius was going to say something, but I guess not. Never mind.
I just really wanted to say that I'm really proud of my little brother. That was an amazing speech. But could not be prouder. Turning enemies into friends. It was a good day. It was a good day, Rurik.
because we were doing a walk-on, we did not get to introduce the awesome Megan Kirby.
Hi, I'm back. Or I'm new.
Stop hitting your mic, Sarah.
I'm sorry. I get too
Oh, I
excited.
Flapping it.
I did it earlier too when I was
Paddling
pretending to be
Sorry,
a
Lumiere.
raptor.
Sorry.
I'm not used
Sorry.
to flippers.
I'm not
Megan
used to the
Kirby
flippers,
as
sorry.
Patricia Caprice,
Thank you.
as well as Miss Amelia, the raptor friend, and Pirate King.
Pirate Queen.
King, my apologies.
There we go.
Oh, my bad. Excuse
sorry.
me. Sarah Sanders Odie
Hi, that's me.
as Alana Adrena.
Even though I keep hitting my mic.
Mark Thomason as Rurik Rastchild. And me, Bryce Bebop.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. Thanks, fam. So, thank you guys all for joining us. It really helps. We really love putting on shows for you guys. We're here Mondays at 6. There's the Zoe game night Thursdays at 6. There's
Void Jumpers Friday
Void Jumpers Friday at
at
6.
Yep.
We're in the Chaldea Studios that has a show Wednesdays at 6 on Gen Con TV.
Ooh.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff going on. You can check out websites. You can check out the Discord. That's probably the best place to hit news. And yeah, everyone, thanks for being here. We're going to call it a day.
Thank you. Thank you, chat.
Thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.
See you next week.